Look left, look right. And I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high. But I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. This what a come with a come with a
Morning.
Taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high. But I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy
Hello
look like.
world.
Good day.
What up everyone? Hey heads.
Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Freestyle Friday. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We do appreciate you joining us this morning. I was going to try to listen. OG sent me a voice message. I was trying to listen to it, but
Good morning heads.
it's going to be a long listen. We're bouncing ideas back and forth right now for a video. So the video chats between OG and I have been lengthy this morning because we are hitting some crucial brainstorming. So speaking of brainstorming, we're going to try something new this morning. It may suck. It may be good. I don't know. That's what we're here for, though, is to figure that out. We're going to be flying the old thick boy today around the house. But I have the receiver in a different position, and it may not be the best, but you guys are going to have to let me know. So we'll see. We are going to try that, though. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? I'm changing my name to Free Lunch FPV. And yes, lunch is free. Oh, and it's beans. Lunch is beans. Excellent. That's what I usually enjoy for my lunch, is beans. Because I'm a big fan of messing my pants in the afternoon after a nice morning breakfast of beans. Big fan. Making everybody happy in the office with my baked bean breakfast. Ooh, Brandon's baked bean breakfast? Damn. Brandon's baked beans bed and breakfast. Brandon's bargain baked beans bed and breakfast.
I got my first 3D print last night, almost perfect.
You're welcome.
I put more time into that thing than I have anything in the last month.
C-Top, 3D printing is so parallel with FPV as far as in like
I seriously
you
love
spend
baked beans.
you spend
I
days
like
tuning.
brown sugar beans with corn tortillas.
Like me, I spent days tuning mine. I have a dual extruder printer, so it's a little tedious when you start tinkering with things to get things lined right. So once I get it right, now one of the stepper motors is just screaming in agony whenever it prints. So that's not good. So I'm having to figure out on to the next problem to solve. That's just how it goes, though. Again, a lot like FPV. It's expensive. It's fun.
If I got a
super
3D
cool.
printer, I'd probably try to log it and filter tune it.
Well, yeah. We're going to be like, where's the black box on this thing?
Yeah, I have a 2-year-old Ender 3v2 I haven't touched since I bought it.
Oh,
Now that it's tuned, I'll take another 2-year hiatus.
yeah, exactly. That's the way it goes, man.
Hey guys.
Okay, let's try this. I'm not sure how this is going to work, so you guys are going to have to let me know. Signal may be iffy. We may have to play around with this. This is experimental. It actually may suck a little bit more from me than you guys. We'll see.
Hello, make some more.
That looks rough. Let's see. All right, let's give her a flight. Oh, is chat working now on this screen finally? It decides to work today? All last night, it didn't work. I tried several times. Could not get it to work. This morning, I don't even try anything. I think I even had it deactivated yesterday. I don't even know why it's on. But now it works. There we go. All right. Okay, guys. So keep me posted on what the signal looks like.
G'day beans smiley face.
It should be pretty good up here. Whoops. I got vaulted ceilings. That's stupid. Oh. No! Oh no! I like wedged myself into the perfect
Looks
spot.
alright, not as good as normal.
It looks alright, not as good as normal. Okay. Hang on 1 second. That is the worst spot. Oh, how did I do this to myself? Alright, growing pains. That's first pack of the day, boys. That's how that goes. BRB! Okay, let's try that again with less getting wedged in between the floor and the cabinet. There was 4 ways I could have turtled out of that, and only one of them would get you wedged that way, and I managed to pick the right way. That's a skill if I've ever seen it. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so it's not so clear as it normally is. Let's see. How about out here? Is it better? Oh, it's not great for me. Yeah, I can't see jack diddly doodly over that way, boys.
Looks a little better than inside.
Yeah, it's because the receiver's right there. It's running through the window today.
Lol.
Oops. Oh no, we're running out of juice. We gotta get back inside. I'm not paying attention to my battery at all. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go around the punching bag for good luck. Alright, we're here. We made it. We did it, boys. We did it.
Interesting concept, putting the VRX outside the house while flying indoors.
Well,
I'm thinking of flying a 4 kilometers long range and back mission today.
the joke was
Maybe a little further.
you can't see so
I
good
have a hard
inside
time not hearing my whoop.
because
I don't know why. It just throws me
it's
off a
outside.
bit when I lose sound.
that was the
Love
gag.
your long ranges flight speeds.
I'm sorry. That was the gag though. Was it a good one? Did it get you? Yeah, I was gonna try to fly outside for a little bit this morning just to see how it did because I've never tried it.
Amazed the RF link is holding up as well as it does. Lot of building to go through right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quite a bit. That's a thick house going out there. But yeah, I'm surprised both are doing so well out there because the VTX was actually having some issues last night when I was flying on stream, which seemed like it was a physical issue, not a firmware kind of issue. I just wanted to give you guys at least one time a live tree trippy spin because it's never happened. We've never gotten a live one. Well, now we have. And yes, it trips me out when I don't hear my whoop either. I was actually thinking of logging into my Ring doorbell and piping the sound through.
I actually just posted a mid-range edit. Make some more.
I was going to post or pipe the audio through though to the PC because I thought it would be like, I don't know, I thought it would be okay. But I did recording before stream and tried
Thank you
it.
for enjoying my long range videos.
And
Oh nice.
it was out
I'll
of
check
sync.
it out later.
And it just it felt weird hearing it, but it was out of sync on stream, so like it didn't make a lot of
Haha,
sense.
might be a bit delayed.
Yeah, it was quite delayed. Yeah, I'm surprised the VTX and everything's holding up so well out there, as well as it is for me. Oh wow, I actually got a little better range this time. We're going for it. Oh, that's fuzzy. Oh man. I never in my wild. Oh
I've
god, I gotta
seen
trim
this
that.
yard on YouTube videos.
That's me. Oh no! Out, out! Save it! Oh, we're good. We're good. Who panicked? I didn't.
Looks cute.
Yeah, it probably looks better for you guys just having your signals being picked up here on the side of the house, and so
Nice
we're
signal.
sitting right here through this window. We're like right here. Computer's right there. My signal right here is like beautiful because I basically the window's behind my it's like directly behind me where I'm sitting. So I'm facing my front yard sort of, but I kind of wanted to do it diagonally so I could try to get to the side yard so I could power loop that big tree and all, but it's it's a little dicey for me going over that way. Going past the driveway, it's a little sketch. But it's not bad. Right here. This isn't too bad. But yes, it's this adjustment of flying and
Oh
not...
wow, the
Ah!
signal just escapes the basement whoop dungeon.
Yes.
That a current CBF4 with OpenVTX, we might be able to squeeze out a little more power with software on that after all.
Ooh, really?
Got the vid in watch later.
Oh, we're not holding up today, boys. We don't have the battery for that. Oops. Your signal should also probably be pretty good, like right here. Shouldn't be terrible, at least. But over here, it should be a little fuzzy. Or really bad, completely bad, actually. I'm not sure what it looks like for you guys over here. I didn't do any tests. It should actually, right in the kitchen, it should be really good. Oops. Yeah, we don't have battery for that. Let's pull it in. Oh, who wants to get up and get it? We're not doing that. Not up in here. Well, that's not bad. That did pretty good. Did it look all right on stream? Is it like god awful, or is it with the sunlight and
Outside is the
everything?
best, but it's fine everywhere.
Outside is the
Kitchen
best.
is clean VRX signal. Looked good.
Okay, cool. Man, that's so good to know.
That was crispy.
I'm gonna have to look at doing a permanent thing outside then. I might try to find a better receiver though. The one I have, that's like a $20 receiver. That thing is garbage. I did not think it was gonna work this well. I usually use it to show people what I'm flying on my phone. Like I can just plug it in, you know, just like throw it in your pocket. It's a little easier than bringing an extra set of goggles. If I'm flying for like someone that needs to look at stuff, I'll bring them goggles. But that's usually pretty good. You know, you bring it to like barbecue, throw it on your phone, and just start ripping around, let everybody watch. That's always a lot of fun. People get a kick out of that. The kids especially. Kids run off with your phone and just sit and watch somewhere. All right, let's explore what we have access to. I need to stop just like hauling ass everywhere and trying to rip and like actually see what I can reach from where I'm sitting. I want to make this like a little viable flying spot. That would be epic.
Yeah, the ride-alongs don't necessarily like goggles.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. My my wife will watch from a phone, but when I got new goggles, I was like, "Oh, this is so exciting! Now you can finally like wear goggles and see it exactly how I see it." And she rode with me for like 30 seconds, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw up." Like, okay, we'll stop. All right, so let's cruise around a little bit. So all of this should be okay, but probably not perfect, right? A little. Well, yeah, you guys let me know. For me, it looks crystal clear.
Especially people
But,
with bad
you know,
balance.
I'm using a very different module. God, there's a bunch of receipts on the floor. What the hell's going on over there? Before the season's over, I'm chopping.
Goggles when you're not flying definitely take a certain type of person without sensitivity to motion sickness.
True, yeah. A lot of my friends that play video games seem to have no problem with it.
Reunion to ride-alongs.
I'm chopping these two bad
Yeah, I
boys
was
down
about to
though
say,
before the
newbies
year's
get
over.
seasick easily on ride-alongs.
And
You good morning, happy Friday.
I gotta leave my little wing thing there, but I'm gonna chop the rest of these down. These were chopped down completely when I moved into this house 2 years ago. And they've just been kind of growing, so I've just been letting them go. But they are annoying, and I would much rather have the space there. I wonder what the backyard looks like for you guys. Oh, it's crystal clear for me. Wow, this
Damn,
is way better.
and here I can't grow a tree to save my mother
Oh.
flippin' life in Texas.
Oh boy, we're wet.
What's the time for y'all?
Alright,
It's
I gotta go grab
11:50
her.
p.m. here.
We're wet. We got a
Orbit the
dewdrop
air
on the goggles
conditioner.
or on the camera. BRB. I should have done my stupid wireless mic and all that for today.
While flying in the falling ashes of a nearby forest fire. Was amazing. Halo.
Oh, hello. All right, we're back. Let's inspect our damage. I don't think there's any, but Yeah, it doesn't look like any water got on the flight controller. Just got a big old dewdrop on the lens though. That was a bit terrifying. Got a little grass in the ducts too. Little memento. Let me clean her up.
Sup heads. Do a kickflip.
I'm about to kickflip so hard. You don't even know. No, just kind of experimenting with the VRX placement today. See if it's any good to fly outside from down here in the dungeon. Which I
Nice
didn't.
new grass stains on a fresh build.
That's how you do it. That's how you know. You get your battle scars. That's how you know it's properly broken in. Okay. Everything else about it looks solid though.
The right stuff.
My older brother was like big into New Kids on the Block when he was a kid. I was not so much. I was not a fan. No, sir, I don't like it. I listened to a lot of old rock and roll when I was a little kid. Like a bunch of stuff my dad showed me. For some reason, my brother went towards New Kids on the Block. Not sure what happened there. Pops missed with that one. What's our battery at? Actually, let's swap batteries real fast before we switch over. Probably don't need to. What did the picture look like in the backyard, by the way? I didn't catch that.
LMAO, the Ren and Stimpy quote.
It is 10:30 a.m. here for me. I see that in chat. I didn't even hear I can't grow a tree to save my life in Texas. I'll send you some. What up, Mr. Cruz? What's up, brother? I didn't see you come in there. About to say noobs get seasick easily. Yeah, for sure. Did we get everybody? Did I read everything? Carpy's in here. What up, Dev?
Hello, Dan Carpy.
Doing big things out here, Mr. Carpy.
I grew up on new wave and 80s rock, but find I love a huge variety of music now. I hated NKOTB.
Yeah, I
Still
didn't like
okay in the
either.
backyard, but little worse than the front.
Okay, good. So our best bet is front yard for our positioning, but that's kind of obvious for where we put the VRX. I was just hoping we get a little mileage out of it to be able to stretch it a little bit further around the house, just so we could have more rooms to fart with. But I don't think we're gonna have much farting, boys. We're gonna have to keep her pretty much towards the front yard. But that's all right. I'm trying to think of a better way to do this. And I'm thinking of running longer, whatchamacallit, antennae. What's the signal like right here? Is it pretty poop in this stairwell? I can actually hear my whoop from here. Flying very clean. Like a tiger.
Not too bad, to be honest.
Alright, we gotta try to stay out of the grass. That was risky bee's knees that we did before. This is not a good morning to throw the VRX outside, but hey, we're gonna go for it. We'll be fine, right? Should be fine.
VRX on the roof with some big almonds.
Yeah. That's the idea, I think. Oh God. Is it getting windy out? Or is my battery loose? Doesn't look very windy. Okay. I just don't want to go down in the grass again, please. Please. Oh yeah, so the ring camera is right here. So I thought maybe if I had that live, You know, you'd be able to like hear it. And then there's also a camera here that also has speakers on it, or a microphone on it, I mean. So I could have done that one too, but this is good enough, I guess. Little tunes, I can hear what you guys are talking about at least.
You just have to squish that cat.
Which cat? What? There's a cat? There's a 3D printed gnome right here. That's what you use a 3D printer for, boys.
Squish that cat. It's really dewy here lately. I've been experimenting with Whoop waterproofing, not liking the worry-free so far. It's a bit fakey.
Is it? Oh, that's not good to hear. I'm glad somebody's trying it, though. Let me know what you find, please. I've been interested in the same for a while. I just never dove into it.
The squish that cat meme long. You've probably not seen it.
I have not, no, because I do not get the joke, sorry. There's not enough juice in the world for this, boys. Let's get a fresh battery. These 25,000 KVs, when you get down low, they don't like doing anything for you. The 19,000 KVs, I feel like I could stretch a little more out of, I guess, because you just use a lower or a less amount, maybe less.
I just like random British voices utter my strange phrases. That's all, really.
Oh, that's fine. Go nuts. That's what it's here for. Like I said, it's a voice for the voiceless. Because when you're in chat, whose voice is yours? That means, what, I gotta read all your messages? Well, I'm not your voice. Now you guys all have your own voice. See?
Yeah, kinda rubs off. Bit disappointed. I like the safety of the MGCEM conformal coating.
Okay, I have a bottle of that. I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go check if I have a bottle of that. You guys might not be able to see what I'm looking at, but my camera was really flat. Jeez. I need to order more props. I don't know why, but I have like a giant bag of, you guys might have this too. I just have a giant bag of like slightly used props. You guys have that happen? I get that a lot. Slightly used props. Big fan. Big fan of collecting those. Okay. Are we good? We're good. The tea light feeling a little better
No,
in the hands.
I pretty much toss mine and buy by the dozen sets, haha.
Getting used to it again.
Okay, peace, fellas. See you around.
Hasta la pasta. Thanks for stopping in. Ooh, mama. That gets confusing when you get that close to siding. It's hard to like tell your depth. Oh, no, not again. I'm not even going to try to turtle. We're in dead grass, so we could probably get out, but I'm not going to do it. Not going to risk it. All right, BRB. We may have to move back inside
is like
because
applying
I don't feel
syrup
like going
and
down in
looks
grass.
like hot glue when it's dry. It works, but conformal coating is super thin when it's dried cured.
Okay, BRB. I'm going to switch you to this screen just because I don't want you to have to look at the static.
I have
Oh,
acrylic-based
we're back.
conformal that I actually really like. The silicone has more durability if you crash a lot since it's flexible. I admittedly don't use it much since it's always dry here.
What? There's a whole bunch said. Sorry, let me catch up. There we go. I couldn't hear anything. I have acrylic-based conformal coating. Okay. Really didn't use it much since it's always dry here. Yeah, unfortunately, around this time of year, the mornings get very dewy because it gets super cold at night and then it warms up really, really fast in the morning. Which is also just fantastic because when I made the thumbnail for this morning, it was freezing outside. But then when I start the stream, it's like I got the windows open in the house and I'm like I'm getting a little hot down here. It's getting a little warm. I'm actually going to leave the goggles off my face for a little bit because it is very warm. Woo! I grabbed the receiver though while I was out there, so that's good. That's easier. Makes all this easier. Now I just got to get this whole thing out of the window. I'm gonna leave the camera up just in case I
Hey,
fall
I
and
remember
die.
the Getting Hot in Here song.
You can see it, and then you guys can call somebody. Okay, just in case. You only get these kind of angles
Fire up that cold, blowy box.
on our OnlyFans.
Screw the
boys.
electric bill.
You get these angles, and you get OG feet pics. Okay, we're good. Woo! That bad boy is
I used
out
worry-free.
there.
It works just ugly AF when it's done. I use it for when I go from my hot house to flying outside. No dew builds up on the boards.
Oh, that's good to know. That was loud. Sorry. Okay. It's back. All right, so that experiment I think that went well. That's good to know that it works. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD, but sounds like
I
it works
wouldn't
pretty
use
well.
it again. Conformal coating just looks easier to apply and deal with.
Okay. That's also good to know. I'm gonna have to run this across the room in a moment. Ah. Well, if you ever wanted to try running a 25-foot long USB cable from a crappy $20 VRX to outside, 25 feet away, and then to a computer, if you were wondering if it works, success. Seems like it did.
Are the
Just fine.
VRX?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, mercy, it is warm. I need to see if the AC's on in this B. Oops. I still need to figure out what's going on with that wireless mic too.
What VRX do you use?
Skydroid. The Skydroid by Skydroid. I don't know, it was $20. It was on Amazon, I want to say. I got it like 2 years ago. I bought it because I thought I would be able to fly with it, and I didn't realize the latency was so bad. This is like right when I started FPV, so I had no idea what I was doing. I learned how to fly using a screen. I didn't fly with goggles for like 6 months, I think. I flew on a screen for like half a year. And I did freestyle videos like that. I would come over to Malty's house. Him and OG would sit down. They would sit down with their fat sharks. And I think OG at the time had some box goggles. And I had my tripod. My little immersion RC monitor. And yeah, that's how I flew for a while. There's really old videos on our channel. I don't know if they might be privated now. Let me check. Where you can actually see me like sitting there with a screen. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Is this it? Hang on.
I loved hearing the head's origin story.
Okay, you might be able to see it in this. Let me see. This is when I was still flying. I was flying brushed still. Like I was like just learning how to fly. There you go. I have no idea what sounds are there, so I'm just gonna avoid those. But here it is. Here's me.
And we're back to fuck that 3D printer.
There
I
we-
just turned it on, tried
There's-
to print a damn pig for the
there's
kid
my
and it jammed the bed.
My giant
I will order a
tripod.
Prusa later.
And I would sit with my legs in between the tripod so I could get the screen like fairly close to my face. But then I would like fly around my head and stuff. I would fly like really close to myself. I think I was trying to change a motor right here. Look at the radio. Look at that. Look at that. The old X-Lite. This is old. Swapping brushed motors, super easy. This is flying brushed
My
and
man.
angle mode. But that's what I was flying on was this little
I
screen
still
right here.
use that exact X-Lite, haha.
There I am looking at my screen. That was fun times though, man. Learning how to fly, learning how to like shoot gaps and stuff. These were fun old videos. But that's what I learned how to fly on. Is that little screen. So whenever anybody's like, I gotta get orcas, I just learned how to fly. I'm like, no, you don't. Just get like the cheapest thing you can get. That was a hand-me-down. The only reason I was using that is because it was free. That's why. And yeah, the X-Lite, I still have that X-Lite. That X-Lite's sitting over here. Well, this is one of them. It's probably not that exact one. I think that exact one is in pieces, not broken, but like taken apart. Because the gimbals went bad on one, the tensioner went bad on one.
Orcas, for when you want the same quality as everyone else for $300 more.
Getting a better radio is the best first upgrade.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think a better radio is always a good first upgrade. A radio is always your first best bet anyways. Just get a cheap radio, fly in a sim. Cheapest way to get in and start learning and figure out if you're going to have the patience for it or not. Because you have to explain to new people that the learning curve is pretty intense sometimes for a lot of people. It's not. Most people don't just go right into FPV and they're just like, oh, I get it. But I mean, some do. I've seen it, but not most. It's usually you suck at something. Nobody goes in and to FPV and they're just like, oh, I'm good at soldering, I'm good at computer stuff, I'm good at flying, I'm good at all this. Like I got it all figured out. Most people, that's not the case. Might be like super strong in one department, but not all of them. So yeah, there's definitely a large
That's what I
learning curve.
did. Bought my CETIS kit, couldn't fly it, bought DRL and did the training scenarios until I could fly acro.
There you go.
Every time I give it to a newbie, they take off like they have 20 years experience and immediately eat shit.
Yeah, I like doing that too. I let my buddies try my whoops, and that's always fun. Because I'll always say like, okay, now, when you give it throttle, don't go nuts. Because this is like learning to drive. Gas, brake, gas, brake. Don't be that kid that's skirt. Like, don't be that kid that's hitting the gas, slamming on the brake. So I was like, be gentle with the throttle. You always tell them. And it's always the same thing. Just
I've been
right into the
flying for
ceiling.
almost a year now. I
Every
sucked at
time.
everything first. Still suck at most everything. But I can fly pretty good, I think.
There you go. Oh, this is another unlisted video it's not available anymore. That other one I just showed you guys, you can't watch that one on the channel anymore either. They're both unlisted. But this is, ooh, YouTube didn't like that one. I'm trying to see. Yeah, this is more of like flying closer to yourself. Ooh, the internet as a whole didn't like what just
My
happened.
boss saw me
Jesus.
flying in the office. He wanted to try. I told him the throttle thing too. Whoop went floor ceiling, and he was done.
Bap, 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 bap. How do I turn it off? Okay, fine, I'm done. I give up. So there I am, sitting in my weird little. This is right after I learned how to fly. This is starting. This is at Christmas, or January. So I learned how to fly in the beginning of the year. I just started. I think this is
Floor ceiling.
2019. I think.
Such a popular trick.
My dog trying to eat me. But yeah, I would just sit around. Look at me. Look at there. Like we did this morning, boys, flying outside. I couldn't do anything because I was flying a brushed quad in acro, or in angle, I mean. I still hadn't learned how to fly acro yet. I think I'd been flying, this was like my second month flying. Or no!
My dog loves my whoop.
This may have been my
It's the
first month
best
flying.
tasting toy.
Yeah, I think this may have been my first month flying. This may have been like the tail end of the first month flying. I bought 20 batteries, and I flew like all 20 every single day until I bought a Mobula 7 and switched to acro. So yeah, a long time. It was like 8 months. I flew every single day at 20 packs every day. Same 20 batteries until they died. And then I bought 20 new ones. But yeah, anyways. Good times getting into FPV. I remember it well. It's actually kind of blurry for me. I don't really remember getting into FPV that much. There you go. There's some unviewable content there. Nice woofer. Hey, thanks, man. Tank?
Yeah, I lost a B-Seaver to a good chomp from the dog.
Tank was a trooper. He was a good boy. He was a Foxhound Black Lab mix. It was such a pretty, like, mixture between the two. But he had, like, the worst traits of both. Like, his bark was so annoying. It was, like, such a Foxhound bark. Where it would be like, boo! You hear, like, this, whoo! At the end of it. It's so annoying. And he would, like, throw his voice out all the time. Or, like, his bark out. Do dogs throw their voices out? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you can lose them to dogs quick. You gotta be careful. I was actually about to wear my my duck hunt shirt today. The shirt we make with the dog eating the whoop. And then I changed my mind. I don't know why I threw a Tiny Whoop shirt on. But I got out of the shower and was like, Tiny Whoop it is. Don't know why. Just felt like a Tiny Whoop kind of day. I don't have shit set up in the house for this. Oh god. Yeah, alright, never mind. I gotta pick my son up early from school today. I'm just gonna fly in the sim for a couple minutes. I'm not gonna set all this up again. I forgot about that. I gotta get him in an hour. Yeah. We'll just do the sim. Yeah. No new map from Boner FPV this week. So we would normally be doing that on a Friday. But, you know, it happens. He's taking some time off, I think. Getting himself some time to relax. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. I had to clear off the fans from the computer, too. I forgot I moved those down when I opened the window. Oh, switching back to the T-Light in I haven't flown in Velocidrone. I haven't flown in any sim with the T-Light in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Week and a half. Week and a half. Week and a half. I'm exaggerating. Week and a half, sorry. Alright, let's switch this. Alright. God dang. I'm gonna go turn my AC on while Velocidrone's launching. Holy hell!
Hi everyone. Just saw that you're streaming. Nice build video.
Oh, mama. Hopefully that helps. Gigantic fly just flew past me. It's probably from leaving the window open all morning. I'll assume that's my fault. Just saw you streaming. Nice build video. Thank you. Thank you. Took forever to get that video out. That was my bad. We were going through some issues getting that build done. Boy, were we ever. Not getting the build done, getting the parts together to get the build done. And the last thing I was waiting on was that stupid fox ear Pico, and I could just not get one here in time. And now I see that Pyrodrone has them in stock. But I've already ordered some from China, and that's going to take a little while to get here. So I got to wait. Oh well.
Yes, I ordered some from Pyro if I remember correctly. I have no idea what is on the way at this point.
That's such a fun feeling though. When you just there's so much stuff coming in, you're like, I don't even know what's coming in.
Just ordered a Pico from Pyro a couple days ago.
idea.
Doing a thick fractal build for a 75mm spec racing league. What version of the Pico do you use? 16 to 9 or 4 to 3?
I've used both, and there are benefits to both. It's kind of personal preference, honestly.
I was at the point where I was tracking everything daily.
I've
Now
used
I
both,
can't
and
keep up.
I don't really have a preference.
My wallet is on fire.
And I'm pretty sure my goggles I can switch between that anyways. I think, but anyways, it's up to you, really. There's two kinds available. Maybe somebody will remember. I never remember the two.
Is there
differences.
an expression in English, mustard after the meal? It's used in Dutch to say that something is there right after you needed it.
Mustard after the meal. I like that. Usually a day late is a dollar short kind of thing is what people would say. Like a day late, dollar short is if it's like it's there a day late, you know, like you needed it yesterday and it's there today kind of thing. Similar saying, I'd say. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's nice to have the T-Light back in the sim. It's taken a lot longer to get used to it IRL switching back. I don't know why, but this feels like I never left.
Thanks.
Hey, no problem. Huh. Oh, ow, ow. I forgot how much fun this map is. This is that classic Boner FPV maps, man. They are very good. They always flow nice. He thinks about stuff when he's making a map. He thinks about like how stuff flows, you know? I can appreciate that. It's not all jammed with stuff packed everywhere, and you feel like you can't get any groove going on anywhere. Not on a Boner FPV map, I tell you. Not gonna happen. Okay, so for the people that are here, I just ran right into the ceiling because I'm not looking at the screen. A little information for the people that are here. Nobody else is going to get this information, just you guys. A little update on the content creator challenges. Currently, we have 2 that we're trying to get done. A short explanation of why there's 2 that we're trying to get done right now is because we started one and it's taking a little longer than expected. So we need to just push through with another one and get that moving and hopefully get it done before. One of them will get done soon is what I'm getting at. Yeah, hopefully that'll be soon. But we do have 2 in the works, and 1 soon, hopefully. I'll find out later today if it's going to be soon or not. I still got to talk to him, but maybe soon.
That seaside map version that you sometimes called your favorite training map. Did Boner make that? Jesse and Evasion?
You got it. Both of those statements are correct, sir. I can just say yes to both of your questions. Or no, Boner didn't make the coastal map.
Nice.
The seaside map, I don't know who made that. The second question, or the second answer you get, yes to both of those. You got those. My bad. I should have clarified. But yes to both people. And no, Boner didn't make that. Who made that? This one. Coastal training, freestyle training. Does it say who made it? This is some spooky music. I don't know who made this. I don't know where to find that information. And this is still my favorite training map. Yes, for sure. The amount of stuff in this map is insane. There's just stuff everywhere. It's very well lit. It's very bright. And
the
yeah.
interview chat
This one's
with
pretty
Evasion
well
was very nice.
spaced, you know? Pretty well spaced. We're gonna have to change this music. I don't know what this is, but this is the soundtrack to a horror movie and a little difficult to fly to. Excuse me, thank you. The interview / chat with Aviation was very nice. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to our next one. OG and I are working on it. We're planning it, plotting it. Oh god, there's not a whole lot of planning that goes into it. I make a little intro, like you saw at the beginning of the Aviation one.
I like watching it because it's quite clear and not too busy on the eyes.
Which one? This one? You like watching this map? Is that what you're saying? Or the Aviation video? Sorry, we were talking about 2 things at the same time. Yo!
That last I meant the coastal map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. It is very clear and easy to see everything on it. I'm a big fan of this map. Obviously. I think the majority of my time on Velocidrome was spent in this map. It was either spent in this map or in Boner FPV maps at this point. It was pretty well split, I think. Oh, beans of Brandon's baked variety. But short of that, we didn't like write any questions down or anything for him. We didn't even really do any research, honestly. I kind of wanted to go in not knowing a whole lot about him because I kind of, wanted him to tell me about him. I didn't want him to like come in and be like, okay, shut up, I'm going to tell you all about yourself. Is it true? Start talking all the gossip and stuff. I didn't want to do all that, so.
Is Velocidrone on Steam?
I'm glad you guys like that
Oh, bother,
format better,
smiley face.
because I was hoping it would work out naturally. Velocidrone, no, it is a standalone. It's on a website. I don't know if the website's actually velocidrone.com. It could be that simple. It might be a little more complicated than that, but if you just go to Google and search for Velocidrone, you should see their website. It's nice to have the AGO1s back. I will say that. Not being able to hear my gimbals constantly going like the Zorro trying to fly in this sim, so distracting. So distracting, because once I hear it, even though I could turn music on, it doesn't matter. Once I've heard it, I've heard it. That's it. I've heard it. So it's there now. And now I can't unhear it. And now I'm just going to always hear the squeak when I'm flying around. And I did for a week.
It worked very well with him.
I listened to the
I
squeaks.
hope it works with other too.
I hope so.
Evasion seems like a nice and chatty guy.
He is. Yes, he is. OG and I can be pretty chatty too. We were trying to be tame if the guest was being chatty. Like we gave ourselves kind of like ground rules for the conversation. Like me and OG did. We didn't talk to Aviation about this. We just had, like a normal conversation. But OG and I kind of like gave each other ground rules, like to try to like support the conversation and like help guide the conversation if you need to. But short of that,
How's
just
it
kind of
going,
let the guest explain whatever, kind of set him up and let him knock all the pins down, But yeah, we wanted him to feel comfortable and just be able to be chatty. So I hope we gave that vibe to him, and we can give it to every other guest that we have. Just let them tell a little more about themselves and their personal story, and however much they want to share about their personal life, The FPV dad, what's happening? Just out here being a fellow FPV dad. Oh God. As I smash into the wall of the giant container. I didn't see it.
Absolute success.
Oh. Yeah, for our first one, it worked out great. Hopefully the second and beyond goes just as well. We only slated like an hour to talk to Aviation. So we went way over because I told OG, I was like, if we're feeling it, if the conversation's moving and he wants to hang out, we're not wasting his time at all. Like we're not taking away from his evening at all. I was like, yeah, let's just go until we don't want to anymore, really. So in the future, I guess what I'm getting at is if the conversation isn't going as fluidly as it does with, or as it did with Aviation, we can always just bail after an hour. Just be like, thanks for coming, And then if they want to stay, like I said, and talk more, the floor is open, which is always a nice option. But yeah, it made for a good conversation. I actually listened to the whole thing back myself because I wanted to listen to his parts again because I'm doing some research on him. Not important. I'm not a serial killer. I do other stuff. Don't worry about it. But yeah, anyways, I needed to gather some intel. So I went back and listened to it.
I was
yeah,
wondering if it
I just
would
listened
be
to it
fun to have
and put my
several
phone in my pocket.
questions that you ask every guest. A bit like they did at the end of Inside the Actor's Studio.
We have those. We have the questions, and I forgot to ask them. OG and I talked about it the day of. I have them jotted down in Discord, and I completely well, I remembered, but it was so close. We had already said, like, all right, guys, bye. I didn't want to, like, be like, oh, wait, before you go.
What sim are you playing?
Velocidrone is the sim.
I do kill people, but fly drones too.
But yes.
This map is crazy good.
That's a great idea. And yes, we will continue. Well, we're going to do that, and we'll do it, for the next guest and so on. But yes, I do have some general questions that are kind of like just fun little ones, like quick little ones. Some are FPV related and just kind of like, generic preference questions. And then others are like a little more odd, like oddball, kind of weird. More like the Inside the Actor Studio questions. Oops. Yeah, this map is nuts. I love this map. It's a good one. Oops. Cutting a little wide there. Oops. Ugh. Trying to get
It
low
was a
enough to go
great
under it.
success as it was in my opinion. And you
Good.
have plans and a framework for future interviews too.
Yes.
So kudos as always, smiley face.
Thank you. Yes, we do. We have a Discord, the one that we used, we were supposed to use. It was being weird and wouldn't recognize OG's camera, so we couldn't do it through Discord. We had to do it through Google. But that's why it was kind of like weird. We had to, luckily it worked out. We took a little pee break in the middle, but we had to restart the call because Google only allows you to do like an hour for free. But we were going to do it in Discord originally, but we have a chat room set up in a Discord that's private. It's just me, OG, and Malty that are in there. And then the guest for the night gets access to the voice channel, but all the other channels are just text channels that are packed with just video ideas and series ideas and episode ideas for series and merch ideas and little sayings like to print on things, like just stupid ideas, tons of stuff. Future plans, yeah, there's a lot of ideas in there, tons. Like just it's like a stream of consciousness that's jotted down for all three of us just to dump into one room. So I will keep you posted on the next guest whenever I figure out exactly who it's going to be. I have an idea who it's going to be, but I don't want to say it and then have it like not end up happening. You know, I'll just wait until it's locked in. Because it's not locked in just yet. I got to lock down the time and all that. Oh no. Like bugged out, freaked me out a little bit. I thought I crashed, but I just couldn't see the water tank for a second. Yeah, it like blinks out for a second. That's weird. Oh, not low. Or not high enough. Too low. God, I suck so much ass at Maddie flips. There we go.
Almost never saw
Going for it.
Multi. Will he join
no.
in here and there on the channel?
Your guess is as good as mine. Usually, he'll join in for like big group videos. So if we're doing like a freestyle edit where it's all three of us, like the old Where Were We Whoops, used to be all three of us. The most recent episode was just me. But it used to be all three of us, and we would only do them if it was all three of us. And then, well, that was the idea. And then I think Malty may have missed the second one. He made it for the first one, but I think for the second one he didn't make it. He had like a flat tire or something. I don't remember what it was, but he couldn't make it. And then the third one, he was there for. That was at a park, I think, with a bunch of trees. And then I did the most recent one by myself. Because it was just a sick little bank that I found and I wanted to fly at. But yeah, he's here and there with the channel. He's doing his other stuff. He kind of like fell out of FPV a little bit. He does this. He like will fly in FPV and fly every day for a month, 2 months. Then he'll break something and he'll get a little discouraged or run into an issue with like firmware or run into an issue that he can't diagnose. Whatever. Something will happen. And something will stop working or whatever, and then he'll just be like, screw this, and he'll just leave for a while. And then he comes back and just rinse and repeat. But he's been flying FPV for longer than OG and I combined. He flew like before it was FPV, when it was just only line of sight. He was flying quads, so he has a lot of experience with them, but it's like a lot of the older stuff. He's kind of out of the loop. No pun intended. All puns intended. He's out of the loop on new stuff, though. Oh, I won't go for the wall tap into a Maddie into that. Oop. Oh, God, I'm so trash at Maddies. Oh, we hit the underside. I need a flat spot. Flat on this side. It's flat, but it's short. Won't be as epic looking.
Quicksilver will solve everything for him.
That's a fact. Quicksilver fixes most, if not all, problems. I've never played around on that boat very much. There's some cool little stuff over there, though. Yeah, Quicksilver, and if Quicksilver doesn't fix it, he's just got to probably swap over to those 1002s. And that'll do it. Those 1002s will get you right. If the 1002s don't work, then you need to get yourself...
Flashing firmware and configuration is what makes me want to quit. I hate it when I've got to plug into the computer.
So that may change in the near future. I wouldn't count on that being around too much longer. Doing things with wires and your flight controller.
I need to go buy new uniforms because I gained the COVID-19.
What? I need to buy new uniforms because I gained the COVID-19. What?
Have a good one.
Okay. Bye. I don't understand what you said. I bet it makes sense. I'm just not processing it in my brain correctly. But good day to you, sir.
I gained 20 pounds, man. I'm fat.
19 pounds.
Oh, I see. I see. I gotcha. Like the freshman 15 kind of thing? Is that what you're saying? I didn't know that was a thing. Are we just saying that most people gained around 19, 20 pounds in COVID? Is that the meme?
SPIELRS flight controllers make me want to quit. I race in angle mode and something just isn't right with Betaflight 4.3 and for the new gyros.
You know, I've heard some stories about some things. I don't want to draw any conclusions or jump to any conclusions rather that I don't know for sure, so I won't spread any rumors. But I'm not going to touch Betaflight for a little bit. I'm just going to stick with Quicksilver for a little while and just see how it goes.
Yes, because during that 2-ish year stint we were on lockdown a lot and they cancelled our PT tests, so we all gained a bunch of weight, haha.
Ugh.
Shesh, no pressure, am I right? But yeah, the requirement for a PC might go away in the near future.
Oh, well, there you go. So I'm speaking out of my ass when I say it. I'm just assuming that's where we're headed because some of the larger flight controllers, it's already possible. But yeah, if you want to hear it from someone who actually knows what they're talking about, it's right there. So yeah, there you go. Near future, hopefully, won't be such a pain in the arse to hook up to your flight controller anymore. All right, you know what we gotta tie our shoes if we're gonna get used to our radio again. If we can hit our shoelaces and lace them up first try, then we're back.
Regarding the Pico camera, what's adjustable, the aspect ratio or the PAL NTSC? Conflicting info on stores sites, Pyro. Guessing PAL NTSC and aspect is fixed.
Same difference. The PAL is a different size. Like that's the 4.3, I think. I may have that reversed, and then the NT whatever one is the 16:9. I could have that completely wrong, but one is one and one is the other. Oh, get under there. But yeah, no pressure.
I think NTSC is 4-3.
No pressure, Quicksilver. Just make sure you carry the torch and be better than everybody. No pressure, though. No pressure. Just make things perfect. No sweat. Easy, right? You were gonna do that anyways. So it's fine. Oh. Sugar buns. Nope. Get out of here.
Yo heads, on your
Yo.
Fractal 75 build, is the pointing USB up or down?
USB's up. The board's
Do you
flipped.
read somewhat on the HD0 Discord?
I do, every now and then. I try to avoid reading on the HD0 Discord because I don't have HD0. And so reading stuff on that Discord is kind of like just punching myself in the crotch over and over again, you know? Anyways. NTSC is 4.3. Your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, I could be mixing them up. I don't remember which is which. But I do know that one is one and one is the other. Like, that's the difference between the two cameras. Like, and then there's a difference between, like, the refresh rate or the latency, frame rate. I don't know. There's something that's a difference between the two. One does one thing better than the other, and the other one does the other thing better than the other. But they both have their strong points, and they both have, like, weaknesses, is what I'm trying to say. I just don't know how to voice things well, because I'm an idiot. I'm trying to remember. I have to just write it down, because people keep reminding me of what it is, and then I forget.
Ryan Quilt, I think, said in a recent video there that they will probably open a small open beta soon with the goggles.
Oh my god. I will send that guy a giant basket of baked goods if he adds me onto it. I wanted those goggles so bad. I will gladly pay the price of the goggles. I just want to try it. That's what I'm holding out for. I could just go, I could order HC0 today. I could just order it today and fly it tomorrow or whatever, next week. But I don't.
But it seems
I'd rather
they
wait for the
fear getting bad reviews put online of a not yet finished product.
Well, then just tell me not to say
Basically,
anything. I
PAL
won't
is
say
50
anything until it's done.
FPS and NTSC is 60 FPS.
There you go. Thank you.
I want them too.
Ian, thank you.
In simple
Somebody who knows
terms.
what they're talking about. In simple terms, yes. That's what I need. I need it as simple as possible because I am a simple man. Very simple man. So, yeah, simple is good. Simple is better. Oh, jeez. A little snug under there. Oh, God. I'm trying to go under it. Go through the little square part, or rectangular bit.
PAL is technically more horizontal resolution, but slightly lower refresh rate. NTSC refreshes quicker. Different aspect ratios can be realized in couple
There it
different
is.
ways.
There
So
it
I
is.
thought of you and Og to test both freestyle and racing, and Nick Burns also tests without judging a product that is under development.
I think cropping the image in cam sensor is the most common one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would trust your info on that again over mine. My info on it is very loose. Very loose. I just get whatever one they have in stock, you know? And then we make it work from there. Where's the dive? Oh god, we missed it completely. I was gonna try to just blindly flick back into it, but no luck.
But Brandon Beans
Bonk.
a question. DVR pulled from Fat Shark HDOs has a audible static scratchy noise and not clean quad motor sound. Idea.
Uh-oh. May have murdered robot. Ideas cut out really hard. Sounds like it was murdered. There we go. Alright, I think we saved it. I think we saved it. It may be dead. You alright, robot? You gonna come back? Nope. I wanna try to flick backwards.
Motors are
My
all
butt up,
fine.
like,
Flew it
eh.
again yesterday.
But up through one of those little crevasses.
With HD0 you won't have those lines on the screen anymore when flying through those hoops in the sim winking face.
Thank you, robot.
Yes, thank you, robot. Doing all the legwork around here.
Yeah lol, I guess they have to rainbow noise instead.
I can't wait for HD0. Cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it. I've seen some fairly light 75mm builds. Looking forward to having a nice freestyle rig with HD0 on it. It's going to be fun. Oh, ground comes at you fast. Oh, it is dark in there. Get out of here. Ah. Daylight. Save me.
You're not in
No.
contact with anyone that is working on it.
Nope.
On my 75mm whoop, I really feel the addition weight, but it's just freaking sweet on my toothpick.
You may find it surprising, but I don't talk to a whole lot of people that are developing things. As of right now, I just not a lot of them. A few, but not a lot. On my 75mm whoop, I really feel the additional weight, but it's just freaking sweet on my tooth. Oh yeah. What size props on the toothpick? Actually, I have a 3-inch toothpick upstairs. I need to get Betaflight off of and retune because it was flying horribly on 4.3. Wonder what happened there.
Mr. Shutterbug built a 65mm whoop with HD0.
Ooh. I wonder, do you know what the weight was? If it was Mr. Shutterbug, I'm sure it was low. He was supposed to be the other content creator challenge, but he is so busy with stuff like life. It's insane trying to get up with him on anything. But I get it. We didn't pressure him at all. We were just like, all right, we'll come back to you, you know, give you some time, do what you're doing. But hopefully eventually one day we'll get him for a creator challenge.
I think Shutterbug did that when it was still called Shark Bite.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was a bit ago.
It was in the 20s.
If it was back when it was
3
called
inches
shark
at the
bite,
moment, but
and
I think I would find down to 65mm props.
I think we'd be fine down to 65mm props. Okay. All right, that's good to know. But yeah, I got a 3-inch upstairs with that new Tune RC board in it that I want to try Quicksilver on because Betaflight is not doing great. It's not doing the best.
No, he posted new vid yesterday.
Oh, okay.
22.9 grams, 2 months ago.
Damn. Even that's not bad. 22.9 grams. Oops.
Yeah, those toothpicks are tricky to tame.
Yes, yes they are. But trying to tame one in Betaflight right now has just been a nightmare. So I'm going to try my luck with Quicksilver on it. Oh no.
There is the HD04 channel receiver on sale.
Really? On sale for how much? Let's talk about that for a sec. Oh, T-Light, how I missed you. Whoops. Let's go. Huh. Bonk. This map is so fun. Oh my god. I can't think of any other map that I've flown for not this long. I'm sure there's going to be some boner FPV maps.
It was 2 mo old, but he called it HD0 build.
Yeah, it was being referred to as HD0 2 months ago. It was a little further back when it was Shark Bite still or whatever they were calling it.
Seems much more breakup than previously, but outside looks crispy clear.
Oh, crisp. You know we're all about that. We're all about that crisp.
$190.99 for the HD0 VRX.
That's not bad.
What quad are you using in this flight?
This is the Yakuza, which is a racing quad actually. But I prefer the way that it carries its weight. It feels a little closer to my IRL 5-inch.
Backyard has breakup.
Wait, what are you talking about? It seems like there's much more breakup than previously, but outside looks crispy clear. What? Nope. Nope.
Think you gotta hit that live button. We moved on to sim flying.
Oh. Yes, he could be way further back
At
when I was...
VPV Trucker, yeah. He did one a year ago and another more recent. My mistake.
Oh god. Alright. Sweet Christmas. Get it together. Trying to go for that little reverse wall tap. Y'all know that one yet? Y'all know that one right there yet? It's coming. It's not my trick, so I'm not taking credit for it, but that one's coming. It's on a whoop too. It's nasty. I didn't do it that time, but I did it the first time. You seen, you know what it is now. I'm not going to tell you the name even. I don't remember which one that one's called actually. There's a whole bunch of new tricks coming out. Somebody's been making videos on. What time are we working with here? Okay. I gotta leave my house in 15 minutes, so we're gonna wrap her up here, boys. Oh, it feels so good to be flying the T-Light again. Oh, I missed you. And I got another custom shell coming, not this same one. An even more custom one. For this radio. And that is still going to take a little while to get here. But I'm looking forward to it. Whenever I switch over to that shell, though, I'm going to... I think I'm going to do the Edge TX.
Backyard was breaking up like inside the house.
So Zorro no bueno.
Without the AGO1, the mini AGO1 gimbals, I don't think it's very good. The stock gimbals are really bad. I actually got more mileage out of the stock T-Light gimbals. And the T-Light is way cheaper, I think, than the Zorro was. If I remember right. The Zorro's over 100 and the T-Light's under 100. And the T-Light, I just switched these over to the mini AGO1s on my T-Light. But I ran the stock gimbals on this for, I think, a year. They just recently started making noises like they were going to poop out on me or they needed to get oiled or whatever, where they were getting a little squeaky. So I switched over to the AGO1s. Then I got the Zorro, and that was brand new. And after 3 hours, the gimbals started screaming at me. They were not happy. And they continued to scream all week. I used it for a week. The gimbals are poop. I do like the screen on it. The screen's like really big, which I like. Edge TX is nice. Comes with Edge TX. That was nice. I didn't like the way it felt in the hands. Felt a little thick.
How difficult was the AG01 upgrade on the T-Light?
Not very. You have to, as long as you're comfortable soldering, it's not very complicated. And you need to cut a little bit of the tension spring off. There's like a part of the tension spring that hangs over on the gimbal, on the AGO1s, the minis, and you just have to like hack a little bit of it off, like maybe 1/4 of an inch, or less than that, maybe like 1/8 of an inch. Just so it'll clear the battery tray on the inside of the radio. Like it's like back here. It just sits right there on the inside. So you just got to shave that down. That was the most annoying part. The other parts are easy. Just look up well, I can send them to you if you need them. The wiring diagram for the AGO1s and then the wiring diagram for the T-Light gimbals, and you just crisscross your wires where they need to be. But yeah, it was pretty easy. Shout out to Tokyo Dom. Tokyo Dom is the one who sent me all the info on how to do that swap, because it's not plug and play.
Can't get
It
used to
is-
gamepad style radios.
it is a little
so I
work.
swapped AG01 into my TX16s and I'm pretty happy with that now.
Ooh, yeah, nice. I don't blame you. I know a lot of people. Did you ever play video games or did you just fly RC? I played video games for a really, really, really long time. So controller styles like this feel so comfortable in my hands. It's like second nature just to use my thumbs, and it just feels so comfortable. But as soon as I start trying to pinch stuff and do all this, I'm like, I can't. What am I doing? What is this? I tried box radios when I first started flying, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get used to it. But OG and Multi both use box radios. I'm the only one in Infinity Loops that uses gamepad style. And they hate my radio. They hate using my radio because I run the tension so tight on the throttle. Both of their throttles, like you can push it all the way up
to pinch once
and let it go,
Once.
and it just goes.
Hey Ma.
It just falls down on its own, just nice and smooth. Mine, you could shake this as hard as you want. It's not going anywhere. The tension is so tight on my throttle.
Funnily enough, grew up with gamepads, worked as a game dev for a while. I guess it's 'cause I flew planes as a kid.
There you go. Yeah, if you get used to, I never flew RC. Or even RC cars, I used like the little crappy ones you get from, like the toy store where it's like, it's not from a hobby store. It's like the cheap one, comes with a radio that's smaller than this. It just has like 2 joysticks on it and that's it. I grew up on those and no RC anything outside of that. So I found out about FPV stuff probably 4 years before I actually got into flying it. And that was Multi. Multi's the one who brought me and OG into FPV. He brought us, which is so funny, he brought us both into FPV, and he flies the least out of the 3 of us now. He like barely flies. I got him to fly a 75 millimeter the other day, and now I'm trying to have him do my build, but he's running into issues. He said he can't get Express LRS to do it, or he gets it to connect, but he can't get his radio to do anything. And I think it's the version of Express LRS on his radio. He probably needs to update. And I doubt he has since like version 1 came out. So that's probably the issue. But yeah, he barely flies, which is crazy because he's the one who was obsessed with it and got me and OG into it originally. It's like he introduced us. He's like, hey guys, you guys want to try crack? They're like, ooh, crack. And he's like, all right, bye. I just quit. Thanks. There goes all my money and free time. I'm just sitting around flying all day. Fantastic. I don't mind it though. I'm happy with it.
My first RC car had a wire between the car and remote.
Oh my
And
God.
it only turned left in reverse.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hashtag growing up in the 80s.
Yeah, man. I just didn't even have one until they were. It was not until the 90s. Did I get one? Did I actually get like an RC car? And by then it was just like a
Robot lady
double A
is
battery,
reading out many messages I don't see in chat. Any idea what might cause it?
Lol, but fair, my dad how got me into RC.
Ben-
I stopped completely too.
I think you're still not live. You're not watching the live feed, are you? I feel like you're watching previous part of the stream because you're talking about me flying outside and stuff. Maybe, he doesn't hear me now then, does he? Does that mean he doesn't hear me now because he's watching the beginning of the stream? I don't think I can warn him. I don't think I can tell him. If he's not watching live.
I remember those wires ones. I also had slot cars and planes that flew in circles on a string.
Oh, what? I would have been totally happy with that as a kid. You know what I had as a kid? You know what my parents got me? Pogs. That's it. Just Pogs. Little bits of cardboard. I didn't get anything with batteries.
Thanks for the fractal build video.
Of course.
I might have ordered some fractal frames because of you.
Yeah.
YOYBT 2.0 though. Is it
Oh, you killed the robot. There is no reason for BT 2.0 except for that I wanted to try it to say that I did so that I could make the comparison and say compared to PH 2.0, BT 2.0 for freestyle on a whoop, I don't notice. I don't notice it at all. If I was racing and on the throttle more consistently, probably would notice it. But my battery drains so weird because I'm constantly like fluctuating on throttle and very little throttle, very high throttle, huge punches and then none. Like, you know, I'm all over the place with my throttle. OG, however, he switched to BT 2.0 and he noticed the change like instantly, that he could go a little harder on like the ends of his packs and stuff like that. I don't notice it at all. So BT 2.0 is not required. You can even run the same batteries I'm running. These Dogcom 450s. Sorry, just put those the right direction. The Dogcom 450s that I run, you can actually get these with a PH 2.0 connector, not a BT 2.0. They sell it in both. So you can still run the same pack as me in that build, just with PH 2.0. And then you don't have to buy a pigtail. You already get one. PH 2.0 pigtail comes with the flight controller, so you're good to go. So just do that. Gonna watch Mobfic build video after this stream. Excellent. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. Please let me know. When you ordered those fractal frames, nice. I hope you used either our coupon code or somebody's so you could save some money on it. You save like 10%. So hopefully you got either our code or I think Fractal Engineering might have one on their Facebook. I feel like he's posted on their Facebook before. He had a code. I don't remember for how much though. Maybe it wasn't 10%. I'm not sure. But yeah, if anybody's interested in getting a fractal frame,
I don't feel any difference on the 75mm
code
freestyle builds either. With my 65mm rockets, I do, however.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Tons of difference is felt on the small little race whoops switching over to BT 2.0 because like you really are, you know, stressing that as much as possible. You're really putting it through the paces. Freestyle, like, you're putting it through the paces, but it's like, you know, full speed, no speed, full speed, no speed. Whereas with racing, it's like when you're off throttle, it's for half a second or very little, and then you're right back into it. So, yeah, if you're going to be racing, I would highly suggest switching to BT 2.0. Weight reasons, it's not, you don't sacrifice anything there. And you get a little extra juice out of the tail end. But with freestyle, no, it's not, whatever. Some people are like, nope, you got to. I don't notice. I didn't notice. It's just me. Maybe they noticed a big difference. Maybe it's placebo. Maybe I'm just a negative a-hole. And I'm like, it's not any different. Could be any of those things. But as far as I'm concerned, like my opinion, there's no difference. So don't sweat it. Don't get them if you don't want to. Stick to PH 2.0. I would be happy still flying PH 2.0 today. I just tried them because people kept giving me crap about still having PH 2.0 pigtails on all my whoops. They're like, why haven't you switched? You should switch. The reason this is happening is because you need to change your pigtail. It's like, nope.
That's curious. I'm running 300 milliamp hours nitro nectars at PH 2.0 for 75 millimeters freestyle needs.
Yeah, that's not bad. I didn't read the second part of your message, but reasonably aggressive flights get me roughly 3 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. I get roughly 3 minutes on my BT 2.0s, 450s, but I'm carrying more weight with a bigger cell. So yeah, that's about right with a 300. You probably get a little longer flights than I would actually with the right build and yeah, with the right build. And Robot's dead again. Dang, it's struggling today. Robot's having a hard time. You guys are really making Robot work for its money today.
If it works,
there we go.
Roll with it.
Exactly. That's my idea with PH 2.0 as well, is like, if you want to switch, it's fine. You can switch. Who cares? Like, go for it. I don't think the difference is going to be that noticeable on freestyle. Just blanket statement there I'll put out. And you have to consider that you got to now buy pigtails.
Robot needs coffee long.
You got to go buy pigtails from whoever's got them, and then you got to swap all your batteries over. So either cut off all your pigtails that you have and solder on BT 2.0 pigtails, or order all new batteries that have BT 2.0. So if you want to switch pigtails, fine. Run your PH 2.0s you have now into the ground until they're dead. Order your BT 2.0 pigtails and swap everything over, get new batteries. If you still have PH 2.0s and they work good and you like your batteries and you don't feel like farting around trying to solder
Don't forget
new pigtails
to pick
on,
up Kian on time.
just, do that. Oh, I know. Thank you. I'm getting ready to leave. I'm going to have to leave I was giving myself time to try to eat something before I left, but I had some questions to answer, so I'm hanging around to answer those. I can grab my thing to eat and eat it on the road to go get them. So thank you, though, for reminding me. But I'm watching it like a hawk. My anxiety when my son depends on me to go get him, my anxiety level, like all day. As soon as I drop him off and I'm like driving away from school, I'm like, all right, what time is it? Do I have to go back yet? Nope. Okay, not yet. Do I have to go back now? Like, I just got home. How much time do I have to go get him? It's that a lot. My anxiety with picking him up is crazy. Never forgotten him anywhere. No reason to be anxious about it. My
That
brain's
means you're a
stupid.
good dad.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I try to be. I do my best. Where are we at? Are we all good? Did we answer everybody's questions? I think I did. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. If anybody runs in, I know a couple people have mentioned they want to do the build. If anybody goes through and does the mob thick build, if you guys run into any problems whatsoever, the video you're watching for the guide, just go down into the description and there's an email address. You can email me. You can also, there's a Discord link. You can jump in Discord and message me that way. We have like our Instagram on there if you want to message me on there.
Yes,
Whatever you
agreed.
have,
That's dad mentality kicking in.
we have it covered for you. We got all lines of communication open. So if you guys have any questions or run into any problems, let me know. And if I can't answer it for you, I can definitely get a hold of somebody that can give me an answer for you. So please don't hesitate to reach out. I know building sometimes can get frustrating. So don't get worked up if you don't understand anything or if I mumbled
My
through
cousin
saying
once
something
went
like
to
that.
pick up his kids aged
You
4
just let me
and
know.
6 or so at the time. He came home and his wife asked where the second kid is. Off back to school.
Oh, God. It cut off the rest of your message, but off back to school to pick him up. Holy smokes. Whoops. Oh, no. The joys of being a parent. That's dad mentality kicking in. Yeah, that was like as soon as he was born. He just turned 6 4 days ago. So this has been like... He's my first kid, my only kid. He's a klutz. His mother's a klutz. She falls everywhere. I have really good hand-eye coordination. I don't know if I like developed it over time, but like I play the drums my whole life. I shoot. I played video games and stuff like that. Like I always had good hand-eye coordination with stuff. Her not so much, and I think he got a lot of that because he can't even walk sometimes. Our whole house is hardwood floors. There's no carpet. So everywhere is a danger zone. Anytime he falls, I'm like, oh God, where's the lump? I know he's got a lump somewhere because you can't fall comfortably in this house and not hurt something. At my age, if I fall in this house, there's a chance I'm not getting back up. That might be it. Feel free to jump onto the Quick Silver Discord as well. And yes, please do. Brilliant minds over there, as well as the devs. If you guys, who's talking right now in chat, if you guys ever need help, they're extremely helpful over there and quick to respond as well. If one of the devs doesn't get back to you, there's a bunch of brilliant minds over there that can help you out as well. So please feel free to join that one as well. Okay, I think that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We'll be back tomorrow night. I think it's just going to be... I don't even know if OG is going to be here tomorrow night. It might just be me. We might just be hanging out. There's no interviews tomorrow night or anything. We're scheduling the next one, but we haven't locked down a date or anything like that. We got a couple guests in mind, but I'll announce it on the channel whenever we lock it in and let you guys know. That's it. That'll be it for us today. Go out and fly today. If you guys got nice weather, if you don't, get the whoops going. Try that new build. Flash over to
Thanks.
Quicksilver.
Have a good one.
Get rid of that silly gyro issue you keep having over on Betaflight. Wonder what's happening there. Yeah. Have a good day, though, everyone, and we will see you guys tomorrow night. Peace. Oh, it didn't work. Go away. I forgot this is all broken now. Dang it. Okay, bye, guys.
Quicksilver.